Hi everyone, my name is Danny and I work at Katarina Line Cruise Department, mostly with US agents, and I often travel to the States, and this gives me a great opportunity to meet so many of our old agents, but also future ones. All of you ask us so many questions, so we have decided to make this educational video for you. Hopefully it will help you all understand better and more easily what is exactly that we do and how can you start to work with us by providing you some basic information. So let me show you how to grow and make more profit by working with us at Katarina Line. Katarina Line was founded in 1992 by our director Katarina Hauptfeld with a lot of previous experience in tourism. She started off with only a small traditional wooden pirate-like vessel. However, as the passengers on board really loved this type of cruising, the number of ships grew with time. Today the company is still family-run and growing. Few years in a row, we won the Award of Excellence for being the best travel agency in Croatia, along with other numerous awards from the industry. Katarina Line has an amazing fleet of over 60 vessels in 6 different categories. Also, we have the entire department that does only land programs, such as hotel and private accommodation, excursions, transfers, custom-made itineraries, you name it, we can provide it. We have over 60 caring and professional employees in our head office in Opatija and our branch offices, one also in Opatija, Split and Dubrovnik. All here to be at your service. So, let us meet the fleet. As mentioned earlier, at present we have over 60 vessels in our fleet in 6 different categories, and all of our vessels are available from April to October. First of which are traditional and traditional en-suite vessels, being wooden sailing ships used mostly for active groups like biking, hiking, walking tours, but are also used as party vessels for our backpacker market and our younger passengers. Traditional vessels are without private bathrooms, while traditional en-suite ones are with. Then we move to our premium and premium superior ones. Let me tell you about premiums. Those are modern, steel-hulled vessels, but with a touch of traditional look, and they offer accommodation in air-conditioned en-suite cabins. The premium superiors are newer vessels and offer more comfort, space and excellent service too. Both premium categories offer rich breakfast, 3-course lunches and a spectacular captain's dinner on board. As we realized along the time that passengers on board wanted even more comfort and space and services on board, we started to follow up the trends and soon we introduced our deluxe vessels. Deluxe vessels are the state-of-the-art ships and the best ones you can find on the Adriatic Sea. Made only of the best high-quality materials like solid glass, marble, stainless steel. The luxury on board is beyond everyone's expectations. The cabins are so spacious and equipped with wardrobe, deposit box, hair dryer, toiletries, and the bathrooms are really big and spacious. Of course, the deluxe vessels have also a large dining areas, sun decks with hot tubs on them, lunch chairs and beds. Passengers are always so surprised by the size of the cabins because our vessels are quite big and we have only 18 to 20 cabins on board. Our deluxe superior vessels offer even more comfort and are even more spacious and luxurious. On all our deluxe vessels, we offer rich breakfast, lunches and captain dinner with live entertainment. Of course, there is also an airport transfer included to and from the vessel. There are so many inclusions that deluxe category offers, such as national park entrance fees, wine tasting, heritage dinners, walking tours of the hotspots like Dubrovnik, Hvar, Korčula, Split, and so much more. Let me tell you one more time, all ship categories are available from April to October, and they can be booked on cabin basis or chartered entirely if needed. Now let me tell you more about the cruises. Cruises are mostly 7 nights, 8 days along the Adriatic coast and the islands, but it is also possible to book our one-way mini cruises of either 2 or 5 nights, but I do always suggest to our clients and agents to book the longest full cruise, as even 7 nights is not enough to admire the beauties and hidden pearls our small but amazing country has to offer. The mini 2-night cruises can be booked from Opatija to Zadar or from Split to Dubrovnik, while the mini 5-night cruises can be booked from Zadar going north to Opatija or from Dubrovnik going up to Split. Mini cruises are also available on our deluxe and deluxe superior vessels as a 3 or 4-night versions, when the 3-night cruise is going from Split to Dubrovnik and the 4-night cruise is going from Dubrovnik back to Split. The inclusions on board depends on which category you've booked, but however I would like to say more about the inclusions on our deluxe and deluxe superior vessels. There are abundant breakfasts, 3-course lunches with an extraordinary salad and cheese bar aside, waiting for you. A special captain dinner with live entertainment and various thematic dinners on land and on board, depends on which cruise you've decided to book. I don't want to reveal everything now, but I can tell you that in every port we dock, there is a special surprise waiting for you. We never cruise out in the open sea, always around the islands, and we are always safely docked every evening to have a peaceful night rest. What is important to know that we have our professional tour manager on board for the entire cruise, making sure that all of the passengers have a smile on their faces the entire time. Tour manager is there to give information and answer questions about the next destination we are about to visit, but also give some great inside advices like where to dine, what to see. But also one can book an extra activity with our tour manager, like rafting, zip line or similar. It is important to say that once your client lands in Croatia, Katarina line will be picking them up, taking care of them, and of course, when the cruise is over, taking them back to the airport for the return flight. Basically, what you need to do is just add on flights to the package, and it is as simple as that. Now let's talk about itineraries. As we have over 40 different itineraries to choose from, I know this may be a bit overwhelming. So let me share just a few words about the most famous ones. I would like to start with the itineraries that take place on our deluxe and deluxe superior vessels. Dalmatian Paradise. This itinerary for sure is the most popular one. It is a round trip cruise, starting and ending in Split, visiting all the real Croatian gems, like the city of Dubrovnik, the National Park of Mljet, islands like Hvar and Korčula, but also if choosing this itinerary, one can get to see the most famous, most popular Croatian beach called the Golden Horn, that is the highlight of the island of Brač. I'm sure so many of you already saw this beach because it is on the most Croatian promotional materials. Then we have our one-way cruises called One-Way Wonders that starts in Split, ends in Dubrovnik, or vice versa. Those itineraries are the great opportunity to see and visit all the hot, must-see spots of the southern part of Dalmatia. Also, those itineraries are great because one can land and start a cruise, let's say in Split, and a cruise in Dubrovnik, and then before taking a flight back home, maybe add a few extra days on land to get to know Croatia better or the surrounding countries by choosing one of our great post-cruise land packages. For enthusiastic explorers, we have designed a perfect itinerary called the Adriatic Explorer. This one is actually my favorite. because you get to see the entire Croatian Adriatic coast. It goes all the way from the northern part of the Adriatic all the way down to Dubrovnik. So you can start your cruise in Opatija. That is actually only 3 hours drive from Venice airport in Italy, and cruise all the way down to Dubrovnik. This itinerary, or vice versa of course. This itinerary is great for those who really want to explore, experience, and get to know the real Croatia, feel and taste the real Croatia, with so many land excursions already included in the price. So let me just remind you, those itineraries can be booked on our Deluxe and Deluxe Superior vessels as one of our guarantee departures. Regarding other vessel categories, let me tell you more about a few most popular ones. I'm gonna start with the KL1 route. This itinerary is focused on the northern part of the Adriatic coast, starting and ending in Opatija. This route will introduce the biggest Croatian island, island of Krk, but will also take you to the small islands where you will feel connected to the nature like you never did before. This itinerary is all about relaxing, island hopping that will give you so much free time to swim, to snorkel in the most beautiful hidden bays. If you choose this itinerary, you will get to see the beautiful island of Mali Lošinj, where dolphins are abundant and occasionally like to perform their silly, catchy acts. Then we move to KL2 itinerary that starts and ends in Split. This itinerary gives you the unique opportunity to get to know and visit the most amazing islands of the southern part of Dalmatia, but also get to visit the National Park of Mljet. That really is a small piece of heaven on earth, without any exaggeration. This itinerary will also take you to Dubrovnik, but will show you some untouched nature and get you to the popular islands like Korčula and Hvar, going back up to the base port of Split. If you would like to experience something really different, then the KL3 itinerary is a perfect choice. This route is all about the Croatian wilderness and will take you places beyond your expectations. You will get to visit the Blue and the Green Cave. I mean, those caves are so unique and rare, masterpieces signed by nature. This cruise is designed to show you the other side of Croatia, the beauties of the wild. And then we have our KL4 itinerary. For those who like to perfectly combine the nature and the culture, you will get to visit two of the Croatian most famous national parks, the waterfalls of Krka and the islands of Kornati. Also, you will get to know and learn more about the Croatian history and the heritage that we honor by docking in the cities like Zadar and Trogir. This itinerary really is a perfect fusion of nature and culture, all wrapped up in a perfect 8-day cruise. This itinerary also starts and ends in Split. So Katarina Line basically has a really rich spectrum of various special interest cruises like yoga, cycling, biking, walking, trekking, and as well as nudist and gay guarantee departures. Of course, all of those itineraries can be found on our webpage or in our promotional materials. And just to remind you, we are here to help you and we are here to assist you. We will find a perfect itinerary that will 100% match your client's preferences. What to book now is the question. So there are two options to choose from, either to sell individual cabins. Let's say you have a request from a couple, two couples, as many people as you wish, and they would like to take a cruise in Croatia because they heard it's a new hip destination and they would like to visit. What you need to do is simply send us a request and we will book them a cabin on your behalf. Of course, you can book as many cabins as you need on any of our guaranteed departures or any ship category. Of course, depends on your client's preference. Maybe you have a request from a group that would like to charter a vessel. You can charter as many vessels as you need, as vessels are have 80 to 20 cabins and are for 30 to 40 people max. We will always give you a public selling price that is, of course, commissionable. Also, if you have a request for a smaller group, we have smaller vessels available in our fleet. We have the entire department that does only charters, and they are always happy to provide you with an offer. There is a list of services already included in the charter price, but what is great is you can add so much more additional things to the offer, make it and sell it as a package, and make even more profit. We can personalize every single charter for you by adding some special gifts or souvenirs with your logo or name on it for the passengers to have, or maybe even make a banner for you with your company logo on it, or any special VIP services you may need, we can provide it for you. While chartering a vessel, the possibilities are really endless, and we are here to bring them to life. Now I would like to share some of the great experiences and ideas we had with our groups that have decided to charter a vessel. Family get-togethers. Can you imagine what a blessing it would be to have the entire family gathered on a vessel for 8 days? Free to make their own plans, exploring and making new memories to talk about many years to come. Every day is carefully picked and organized by our charter department to client's choice, and it's also possible to change it on the spot. For example, you can stay in one port longer than agreed earlier because you simply like it. I mean, why not? This is the reason why groups charter a vessel, to have the freedom to embrace every opportunity they meet along the way. Then we have anniversary or birthday celebrations with thematic parties on board. For example, you can order special drinks for the group to have in a bar. You can hand-pick menus for special dinners one would like to throw, or you can even enjoy a traditional Croatian dance or performances on board, because we can bring them to you if the group would like to. Wedding and wedding renewals, the favorite ones. This is really something special to experience, and as we have done it so many times before, you can leave the entire organization to us, starting from music, magnificent food, decoration, flowers. Katarina line team is really completely devoted to make this week unique, special and magical for the happy couple, celebrating their love while they are surrounded by their families and friends. Then we have university reunions, bachelor parties, maybe seminar or even educational cruises with specific programs that can be focused on history, architecture, maybe nature. The educational value coming from the personal experience, it's really something one can and need to appreciate, and this is why on every vessel of ours you can make a presentation, even give lectures, and we can provide all the technological devices you might need. A great one is a Go Green charter. While cruising along the coast to spread the awareness of the importance of to keep the nature clean, and cleaning beaches and sea bottoms where there is a need to. Then we have a special interest groups like cycling, hikers, photographers, bridge enthusiasts, maybe yoga communities, spiritual gurus that for sure will find their own peace while meditating on sun decks during the sunset and sunrise. For each and every group, we adjust the program. So we adjust the program, the route, the vessel accordingly to the group preferences. Also, Katarina line captains and the entire crew on board, they are so useful and helpful and creative with their own ideas and suggestions for every specific group and charter to make sure that the experience is really unique. Land and cruise. Katarina Line is one of the largest Croatian's DMC agency, meaning we can take care of anything you need in our country, but also surrounding countries such as Italy, Slovenia, Bosnia, Montenegro, and so on. So if you have a client who would like to explore and get to know Croatia by land, we can do that with personal transfers to luxurious hotels, private apartments, accommodations, and villas, custom-made excursions to the most famous national parks, and other hidden Croatian gems. We also do offer a perfect 10-day vacation that is basically a carefully combined 3 days on land program, including transfers, airport pickups, entrance fees to the national parks, and accommodation. In those 3 days, one can really enjoy the beauties that Croatia has to offer on land before embarking a Katarina Line cruise and starting a new 8 days adventure on sea. This is just great. And we have various land and cruise packages available that can be combined with any departure port, whether it is Opatija, Split, or Dubrovnik. But the most famous, the most popular one is our Coastal Express. It's great that it's flexible to be combined with any guaranteed departure, with any port, with airport pickups included from the airports of Venice, Ljubljana, Zagreb, and Dubrovnik. This is a great way for a client to get to know Croatia. I know it's only 3 days, but we really hit the hot spots of the land part before embarking the vessel. What is great about this package is that it can be transformed into post-cruise package, so a client can have an extra 3 days after the cruise before we take him back to the airport and before he is headed home. Also, Coast Express is just a short version of pre or post cruise package, although we do have our own hidden gems, and those are 9-day land itineraries that can also be easily combined with the cruise. I will tell you more about them. I'm talking about a Croatian Rhapsody and Harmony land itineraries. Croatian Rhapsody is a specially designed tour starting from the capital of Croatia, Zagreb, and it will bring you to Opatija, the northern part of the Adriatic, and will also show you the beauties of Croatia's biggest peninsula, Istria. By taking this itinerary, one can get to see and visit the most famous Croatian national park, the Plitvice Lakes, but also learn more about the history of Croatia as we are stopping in the cities of Zadar and Trogir. The city of Split will be the last stop before ending this amazing land itinerary in the city that is the highlight of the southern part of Dalmatia, Dubrovnik. So this land itinerary is perfect for those passengers that are about to start a Katarina Line cruise from the Dubrovnik port. By choosing from 3 amazing itineraries we have prepared, whether that is the Divine Dalmatia that starts and ends in Dubrovnik, that is a round cruise, or maybe a one-way wonders that starts from Dubrovnik and ends in Split, or for the great explorers, our great Adriatic Explorer itinerary that starts in Dubrovnik and goes all the way up to the northern part of the Adriatic coast and ends in Opatija. Croatian Harmony, on the other hand, is a land package in which we wanted to gather not only the Croatian gems, but also the beauties and the gems our surrounding country has to offer. So this itinerary starts in Mestre and it's going towards Venice. Then we go to Slovenia and we get to see the Bled Lake and Bohinj. Then we are going to Austria to admire the natural beauties, the lakes, but also a small but fascinating city of Klagenfurt. While in Slovenia, for sure, one must see Postojna Cave and the Predjama city. And this is why we added all those historical and natural notabilities to our tour. This itinerary then continues to the peninsula of Istria, going to Opatija, all the way down to the Plitvice Lakes and ending in Split. So basically this land itinerary is perfect for any of more than 30 itineraries that we have prepared that starts from a Split port. Everything and more about those land packages, inclusions, prices are to be found on our webpage, but also we will be more than happy to provide you with more information and explanations if needed if you contact us. How to work with Katarina line. It is really simple to start a cooperation with Katarina line. There is only one thing you need to do: contact us. The best way to do that is by sending us an email, telling us what is that you need, giving us information about the request you have and about the guest preferences. And your job is done. We will put our hearts and souls into finding the best offer there is for your client. And I'm not exaggerating. Even though maybe we do not have free cabins for this particular departure or vessel, we will find the best possible alternative there is for your client. We will make you an offer you simply cannot refuse, because we at Katarina Line are not the big fans of words no and impossible. I have to say that we are the rare ones that really do care and honor a personal approach. We really do care, and we are with you all along, so every step of the way. Explaining you pricing, sending you material, giving you so many information, everything you need and more. There are no automatic responses at Katarina Line. Every request you send goes directly to one of our Katarina Line agents, and for sure this agent will become your favorite one and will be by your side. So let's be honest. We are all business people, but we truly believe that money cannot be the ultimate motive. We care, we really do care. And we want to deliver the best service there is. Whether we are talking about only one cabin or if we are talking about a full charter, 2 charters, we will do our best for your clients. Now let's talk about commission. And also, let's be honest, guys, being a travel agent is a tough job. You are stressed most of the time while trying to deliver the best possible service to your client. And we all know that some of the clients are the biggest challenges of our life. And this is why you can do this job only if you really truly love it from the bottom of your heart. Because once your client is back from the recent trip you just organized for him, so happy, excited, emotional, overwhelmed with all the memories he just made, telling you all about it and giving you the best possible review, then you know you are at the right place. So all of our prices are commissionable, and both for land and cruise packages. And we do approve commission from those prices, but what is important to know is that commission depends on various factors. Let's say like a volume of bookings, or maybe the time of the year when booking is made, depending on the season. But also know that we are here to encourage your sales. So we are always trying to give you the maximum possible commission rate there is. All of the prices you will see on our website, and also the prices published on our materials that we will send you, are gross prices. So from those prices we approve your commission. So there is no need to add any extra charges, and this should keep you competitive on the market. Also note that our tailor-made programs are quoted net, thus allowing you to decide about your own margin. So there are 2 ways you can claim your commission. The first one, we can send you out the invoice with the amount already reduced for your commission, and you can make your clients pay the amount based on our offer we just made you. And what is in between the sum you pay us and the sum the client pays you is your earning. So this is the first way. The second way is for us to send you the invoice with the gross amount on it, and basically you can give this invoice directly to your client, and then once the cruise package or the land package or land and cruise package is over, you can claim your commission simply by sending us the invoice, and we will pay you for it. This is so simple, right? Once before, we were able also to take your clients or your credit card data and take the money directly. But now, due to the new law in Croatia, the GDPR law, that actually is here to prevent any internet scams and protect your privacy, we are no longer able to do that. But we have our web shop active, and we will simply send you out the link where you can leave your credit card data or instruct your clients to do so. It is really, really simple, and we have the entire accounting department if you have any questions or any information you need. We also have our bank account in the States for any payments there are. And also here I would like to point out that we have a free toll number, the number you can find here. And you can call us anytime for any questions and any information you might have. So it's simply as that. Now I would like to talk about the next really important topic, that is the cancellation policy. Regarding the individual cabin sales, the requested deposit for deluxe and deluxe superior vessels is 200 euros per person and 150 euros per person for all other categories. The final balance is to be paid latest 30 days before departure. From the first day of confirmation, up to 30 days prior to departure, the deposits are non-refundable. From 29 to 22 days prior to departure, Katarina Line will keep 25% of the remaining balance and 50% of the remaining balance for a period of 21 to 15 days prior to departure. 14 days until the very day of the departure, Katarina Line deserves the right to charge you a 100% fee. I know this might seem a bit scary, but that's not the point. The point is that we share all the information that are really important with you in advance, so you can share them with your clients, and that way you will have as many bookings as you wish, hopefully with zero cancellations and zero misunderstandings for sure. Now, let's talk about charter cancellation policy. A requested deposit for deluxe and deluxe superior vessels is 5,000 euros and 3,000 euros for all other categories. The final balance is to be paid latest 10 weeks prior to departure. I will tell you now more about the cancellation policy regarding the charters. Katarina Line deserves the right to keep the following amount of the remaining balance as follows. So 8 weeks prior to departure, 25% of the remaining balance. 7 weeks prior to departure, 50% of the remaining balance. 6 weeks prior to departure, 75% of the remaining balance. And 4 weeks prior to departure, 100% of remaining balance. We at Katarina Line always recommend strongly to all our passengers to take the insurance against cancellation of reserved services. Of course, we can offer you the entire insurance package that can include health insurance, private liability, luggage insurance, and trip cancellations, of course. More details about the insurance, of course, you can find on our web page, but also contact us for more information. We will be more than happy to help you out and assist. So, why us? I could simply say why not, but I don't think that will be much of an answer, so let me tell you more. Almost every passenger or agent that experienced one of our vessels and cruise took a cruise on a big gigantic ship once before. However, the feeling they had once they stepped onto our vessel just thrilled them. You must wonder why. Because instantly one feels a special welcome, love and care in the air surrounding them. Almost every vessel of ours is family run. So let's say the father could be the captain, a son a sailor, a mother could be a cook, and so on. And this is why only just a day, even a few hours, One can feel like he's on a cruise with his own family or with a bunch of new friends. The sea, the wine, the scenery, the fresh local food served like at the best restaurants. You can instantly get what I like to call a cruise brain, my favorite state of mind. Can you imagine yourself cruising along the most beautiful crystal clear canals in between the heavenly islands on a sun deck in a hot tub with the cocktail in your hand, just sipping it and relaxing? Then you stop in a hidden bay to take a swim. No stingrays or nothing similar. Nothing can harm you. No worries on your mind. Every day a new port awaits you. A new, small, beautiful historical cities and ports to explore. Traditional Croatian dinners, oyster tastings, wine tastings, visiting some of the most beautiful untouched park of nature. The Blue Cave, the Green Cave. The last night there is an amazing farewell dinner with an excellent menu and live music on board. I love those dinners. During those dinners, like all the emotions come up to the surface, and so many passengers remain friends even after the cruise. And this is the answer to the question, why us? Because cruise to us is so much more than just a cruise. Let's talk about fam trips. This is so exciting. Annually, we run 10 or more fam trips as we feel this is the best way for our agents to understand what Katarina line really is and does. Once you try our product, every single word it will be too much. You will have the exact same feeling as I have. You will be able to answer all the questions, to sell professionally, and most importantly, to deliver emotions to your clients. In order to sell like a pro, you have to experience it. You need to test the product. And we are aware of this, and this is why we suggest you to subscribe to our mailing list, where you can receive all the information about the new FAMs that will take place that particular season, but you will also be able to get the new fresh information about the special deals, first and the last minute offers, and so on. So I really hope to see you on one of our cruises one day, and who knows, maybe I will be your host and get to enjoy it together with you.